Welcome to the heart of the American South. Get ready to explore the one, the only Texas. This state is a land of extremes and one of the most geographically diverse places you will ever visit. It is the second largest state in the United States, so big that you can drive for 12 hours and still be within its borders. From the high, dry deserts of West Texas to the humid pine forests of the East, Texas is a world unto itself. The culture here is as varied as its landscape, a true melting pot that blends the history of the Old West, deep Southern charm, and a powerful Mexican influence. In Texas, everything truly feels bigger. The cities are booming, the natural parks are vast, and the stories told here are legendary. Think cowboy culture, the birthplace of iconic music, and a culinary scene that goes way beyond just world-class barbecue. You will find history, art, and adventure around every corner. In the live music capital of Austin, you will find the natural wonder of Barton Springs Pool. This is not your average swimming spot. It is a massive 3-acre outdoor pool fed entirely by underground natural springs from the Edwards Aquifer. The water here stays at a crisp and constant temperature of around 68 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit all year long. This makes it a refreshing, almost shocking escape from the famously hot Texas summer heat, and a cool, invigorating swim even in the middle of winter. With a history dating back thousands of years, the springs were once a sacred site for Native American tribes. Today, it remains a beloved communal spot for locals and visitors alike. The pool's depth ranges from a shallow wading area to a startling 18 feet deep in some spots. Surrounding the clear water are expansive, grassy hills perfect for sunbathing and watching the diverse crowd of Austinites that call this their backyard. Just a few miles from the hustle of downtown Austin, you will find an outdoor haven, McKinney Falls State Park. This nearly 700-acre park is where the Blackland Prairie meets the Texas Hill Country, offering a dramatic landscape carved by Onion Creek. The park is famous for its namesake upper and lower falls, where the creek cascades over dramatic limestone ledges into calm, cool swimming holes. These rock formations tell a story of millions of years, tracing back to an ancient sea that once covered this entire region. You can spend a day hiking or biking the nearly 9 miles of trails, including the paved Onion Creek Hike and Bike Trail, perfect for an easy scenic ride. The park is also steeped in history. You can explore the ruins of an old homestead and a gristmill built by Thomas McKinney in the mid-1800s, or visit the historic Smith Rock Shelter. A limestone overhang used by Native Americans for centuries. Travel to the mystical, moss-draped paradise of Caddo Lake State Park in East Texas. This incredible location is built around one of the state's very few natural lakes, and it is a place that feels like stepping into a fairy tale. Caddo Lake is a 27,000-acre maze of bayous, sloughs, and backwaters, famous for having the largest stand of bald cypress trees in the world. These ancient trees rise straight out of the water, with their huge trunks and knees, surrounded by water lilies, all draped in long, ghostly strands of Spanish moss. This is the perfect place for a paddling adventure. Rent a canoe or kayak and navigate the slow-moving marked waterways. You will be immersed in a peaceful, swampy environment that is home to over 70 species of fish, as well as alligators, river otters, and countless species of migrating birds. It is a photographer's dream. Especially at sunrise or sunset when the light hits the water and the trees. Tucked away in the rugged Texas Hill Country is the extraordinary Lost Maples State Natural Area. This park is famed across the state for a feature you might not expect in Texas: dazzling fall foliage. The secret lies in the isolated pockets of Uvalde big-tooth maple trees that thrive in the sheltered canyons of the park. When autumn arrives, typically in late October and through November, these leaves burst into spectacular shades of fiery red, orange, and gold, providing a breathtaking, unexpected spectacle. The park offers over 10 miles of diverse hiking trails. For a challenging trek, take the East Trail Loop, which climbs a massive 2,200-foot cliff to a scenic overlook, giving you panoramic views of the Sabinal River Valley below. For a quieter walk, the Easy Maple Trail provides the best view of the signature trees. Now, we head far west to one of the most magnificent and remote parks in the country, Big Bend National Park. named for the massive U-turn the Rio Grande River makes here. Big Bend is larger than the entire state of Rhode Island, covering over 800,000 acres. This park is a place of incredible contrast, uniting three distinct ecosystems: the vast Chihuahuan Desert, the towering Chisos Mountains, and the lush, ribbon-like oasis of the Rio Grande River corridor. It is the only national park in the United States to contain a complete mountain range entirely within its borders. One of the park's must-see sights is Santa Elena Canyon, where the Rio Grande has carved a spectacular gorge with vertical limestone walls rising up to nearly 1,500 feet. You can take a scenic drive along the Ross Maxwell Scenic Drive, or even float the river by canoe or raft for a truly immersive experience. In far west Texas, rising like a huge white fossil out of the desert, is the stunning Guadalupe Mountains National Park. This rugged, remote park is home to Guadalupe Peak, which is the highest point in all of Texas, reaching a staggering elevation of 8,751 feet. The entire mountain range is actually the exposed remains of a massive, ancient Permian-era fossil reef, one of the most extensive on Earth, making the park a geological marvel. The most iconic sight is the sheer, dramatic limestone cliff of El Capitan, which was historically used as a landmark by travelers and the old Butterfield Overland Mail stagecoach route. For hikers, the park offers over 80 miles of trails. The strenuous but rewarding trek to the summit of Guadalupe Peak is a must for any serious adventurer. Travel to West Texas for a unique desert experience at Monahans Sandhills State Park. This is not a classic desert of hard rock and cactus, but rather a sea of massive, constantly shifting sand dunes, some towering up to 70 feet high. It is a stunning, Sahara-like landscape right here in the Lone Star State. Unlike the dunes you might find closer to the coast, these hills are not made of quartz, but of gypsum and calcite. These fine, white sands cover over 3,800 acres of the park, and they are so vast and beautiful, they often serve as a backdrop for movies. There are no marked trails here, as the landscape changes daily with the wind. The fun comes from exploring and playing on the dunes themselves. The park's most popular activity is sand surfing or sand tobogganing. You can rent a disc from the park headquarters and spend hours sliding and rolling down the huge slopes. In the heart of San Antonio, you will find the world-famous Riverwalk, or Paseo del Rio. This is a lush, pedestrian streetscape one level below the city's busy streets, and it is a masterpiece of urban planning. It is not just a walkway. It is a ribbon of stone paths that winds and loops along the gentle flow of the San Antonio River. The downtown section is a vibrant hub of activity, lined with towering cypress trees and filled with the aromas from countless restaurants, bars, and shops. The walk is known for its beautiful stone arches and charming little bridges that connect the two parallel sides of the river. One of the best ways to experience it is to take a narrated river barge tour that guides you past major city attractions. You can also simply sit on a patio and enjoy the vibrant scene. Right across from the bustling San Antonio Riverwalk sits one of the most historically significant sites in all of North America, the Alamo. This former Spanish mission and fortress is known worldwide as the cradle of Texas liberty and a symbol of heroic resistance. In 1836, during the Texas Revolution, a small force of fewer than 200 Texas defenders held out for 13 days against the much larger Mexican army. Though the Texans were ultimately defeated, the battle cry, "Remember the Alamo," galvanized the rest of the Texas forces, leading to victory and independence just 6 weeks later. Today, the mission's beautiful stone chapel is the most recognizable structure, but the grounds include a vast complex of historic buildings and gardens. You can walk through the restored Long Barrack, which now houses museum exhibits displaying artifacts and telling the story of the Texas Revolution. Journey now to Southeast Texas to the extraordinary Big Thicket National Preserve. This isn't one continuous park, but a mosaic of land and water units, protecting what is often called the biologically crossroads of North America. Why the impressive title? This is where several distinct ecosystems converge, including southeastern swamps, eastern forests, the Gulf coastal plain, and the central prairies. The result is a diversity of plant and animal life that is almost unmatched in the United States, earning it the designation of an International Biosphere Reserve. Here, you can hike through longleaf pine uplands and, just a short distance away, find yourself surrounded by the haunting beauty of a bald cypress and tupelo swamp. This preserve is famous for its flora, housing over 1,300 known species of plants, including 4 of the 5 types of carnivorous plants found in the United States, like the colorful pitcher plants. Paddling is a highlight here. Head to the very southern tip of Texas, on the Gulf Coast, to the historic Port Isabel Lighthouse. Standing 72 feet tall, this iconic structure is the only lighthouse in Texas that is open to the public, offering a fascinating glimpse into the state's maritime history. Built in 1852 to guide ships through the Brazos-Santiago Pass into the lower Laguna Madre, this lighthouse played an important strategic role during both the Mexican-American War and the Civil War. It was decommissioned in 1952 and has since been beautifully restored as the centerpiece of a small state historic site. For a small fee, you can climb the 75 steps and the 3 landings to the top of the tower. From the lantern room, you are rewarded with a magnificent 360-degree view. You can look out over the waters of the Laguna Madre, the bustling causeway, and the sparkling sands of South Padre Island. Next, we float down to New Braunfels to explore the delightful Comal River. Though it is one of the shortest navigable rivers in the world, stretching only about 3 miles, it is one of Texas's most popular summer destinations. The Comal River is fed entirely by the cool, clear springs of the Edwards Aquifer, which means the water temperature stays a constant and refreshing 70 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. It flows through the heart of the city and empties into the Guadalupe River. The main attraction here is tubing. Thousands of visitors flock here every summer to rent large inner tubes and float effortlessly down the gentle currents of the river. The trip is incredibly scenic, passing under moss-draped cypress trees and alongside riverside parks. The river also features a thrilling but short chute, which is a small drop over a low dam that gives tubers a fun little rush. It is a relaxed, social, and perfectly Texan way to spend a hot summer day. Just south of downtown San Antonio, along the picturesque Mission Reach section of the Riverwalk, stands Mission Espada, formerly known as Mission San Francisco de la Espada. This is the first of the Spanish missions in Texas, originally founded in 1690 and moved to its current location in 1731. What makes Espada particularly unique is that it remains an active, functioning Catholic parish today, making it a living piece of Texas history. It is a key part of the San Antonio Missions National Historical Park, a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site. You can explore the mission grounds, which include the beautiful chapel, the convento, or priest's quarters, and a section of the original defensive wall. Perhaps the most historically significant structure here is the Espada Aqueduct, which was part of the mission's extensive irrigation system. Just a short distance from Mission Espada, you will find Mission San Jose, the largest and best preserved of the San Antonio missions. This impressive site is often referred to as the Queen of the Missions because of its size and beautiful architecture. Founded in 1720, Mission San Jose was a massive, self-sustaining community protected by high stone walls. It featured living quarters, workshops, storerooms, and its own church. Providing a complete picture of Spanish colonial life. The centerpiece is the church, which boasts one of the finest examples of Spanish colonial Baroque architecture in North America. The most famous feature is the intricate carving known as the Rose Window, or Rose's Window, located in the sacristy. This delicate, shell-like masterpiece has inspired countless legends and remains one of the most photographed works of art in Texas.